This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hundreds of Sarasota County residents came out tonight to meet and then rate the superintendent candidates. 3 finalists are looking to replace Lori White, who is retiring in a few months. ABC7's Ray Collins is just back from this public reception. Ray.
Haley, the board will review the comment cards tonight, but some admit they already have a favorite finalist. That box of comment cards is no small deal. It's to help choose the next school superintendent. After another day grilling the 3 candidates, the board gave the public a chance to meet the finalists and give their opinion, and many residents appreciate the opportunity.
Very much so. I think people are educated and they want to make sure that they have some input.
The public is helping decide between the superintendent of Monroe County in the Florida Keys, Mark Porter, the deputy superintendent of St. Johns County in Northeast Florida, Brennan Asplin, and the only local candidate, Todd Bowden, the executive director of the Adult and Career Education Program.
This is the best process have had so far, and I've had the opportunity to select like 5 different superintendents.
Member of the board, Caroline Zucker, says she'll put a lot of stock in tonight's comment cards. You have somebody in mind already you'd like to see win?
No, I'm open. I really am. I want to hear what the community has to say tonight.
I feel pretty confident.
You got somebody in mind?
I do.
You're not going to tell me, I'm not going to ask you to, but do you have a favorite in mind?
I do. And I will wait. You will find out on the 18th as that progresses.
And as this progresses to the contract stage, incoming board member Eric Robinson hopes that process involves him, even though he doesn't have any say in the overall selection.
But the board has already decided that they're going to make the vote before I become on the board.
How do you feel about that?
I trust the judgment of the sitting school board members.
And the member Robinson's replacing says it's only right that he helps decide the superintendent before stepping down.
Last I checked, I'm a school board member, and I'm the one that's getting paid to make the decision, and I represent the community.
And on this night, the community was well represented. So suspense is now building. The board will decide on Tuesday afternoon, Haley.
And Ray, how soon would they start the person who is picked?
Not for a couple of months. In fact, some are surprised at the timing and the speed of this process.
But we are awaiting that final decision.
Tuesday.
All right. Thank you, Ray. A win today for the 5,000 people who signed a petition in opposition of a proposed luxury home development near the Braden River. The Manatee County Planning Commission has rejected the development. While it is a setback for Neal communities, it's not the end of the line. Today's vote means the planning board isn't giving its recommendation to county commissioners, who will be the ones who ultimately decide. The plan calls for 32 homes on 33 acres near the Braden Woods development. Among neighbors' concerns, the environment and wildlife.
There's wetlands and there's a huge amount of diversity in terms of wildlife habitat.
Our intent is to make it environmentally sensitive, to assure that we preserve the trees and natural flora and fauna that we can, and create a much more sensitive property than we believe our competitors would do.
The vote from county commissioners could come in December. Last night's New Beginnings meeting between Sarasota police and community leaders started with good intentions, but Chief Bernadette DePino ended up having to cut it short when some of those in attendance began questioning the use of surveillance cameras. The city has 84 cameras in various locations, 11 monitored by Sarasota police. 41 cameras are in Newtown. Some residents in that community feel they are being unfairly targeted, while others, including some who were defending police last night when the conversation broke down, say the cameras make them feel safer.
Of course you're going to catch more people doing wrong things because that's where you are looking. That's where you have all of your efforts pointed to.
It's safety. I'm 65 years old. I'd be glad to have cameras out here for my protection. Anybody that's have any kind of sense, we really know cameras will help.
Reeves says it's unfortunate other pressing issues did not get a chance to be addressed at that meeting. In North Carolina tonight, the governor says that 2 more people have died in the wake of Hurricane Matthew. One victim drowned when his or her car went around a barricade and encountered a washed out road. The other walked into a hole from an uprooted tree and could not get out. The U.S. death toll is now at 38. North Carolina is still seeing flooding. One small town is practically underwater after a nearby river spilled over. Joined by state and local officials, FEMA continues surveying the damage left behind from Matthew on the east coast of Florida. Today, they visited Flagler County just north of Daytona Beach, focusing their assessment on properties along Florida State Road A1A, which is almost completely washed away.
We've seen wind damage. Some people have flood damage. Some people may not have insurance for flood damage.
The Department of Transportation said it could cost at least $35 million to repair A1A. FEMA notes that officials assessing an area doesn't necessarily guarantee federal assistance. And now it's time to get a check on our forecast now and head over to Bob.
Pretty amazing, that video of what it can do, and it didn't even really hit officially the coast of Florida, but it caused a lot of damage in terms of the center never really passing over land here. 77 degrees, the dew point now 67. That number's come up a little bit, making it feel a little bit muggier out there, but still nice with an east-northeast wind at 12. The pressure's really rising at 30.10 right now. We had a few showers along the east coast, not a lot of moisture in the atmosphere at this time, so we're not anticipating much rain tomorrow. There may be a brief shower or two, but the rain chance is really quite small, and that's good news for football Friday night. And as far as Bermuda is concerned, say goodbye now to Nicole, as Nicole is getting ripped apart by some strong upper-level winds. They got hit hard today all day long in Bermuda, but now things are starting to calm down there, and they're going to assess the damage as well. As far as temperatures go, into the 60s across much of the peninsula, although Key West now at 75. A bit cooler there in Tallahassee at 58. More in your forecast in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. The alleged abductor of a 4-year-old, Rebecca Lewis, is set to make his first appearance in Florida tomorrow. 31-year-old West Wild Hogs appeared in court in Memphis yesterday, where he was arrested. He'll go before a Polk County judge tomorrow afternoon, charged with kidnapping. An Amber Alert was issued in 5 states before a hospital worker spotted Hogs with the little girl. Rebecca was reunited with her family on Tuesday after going missing over the weekend. Police say Hogs was a former friend of the girl's parents. The GOP nominee on the defensive today, emphatically denying allegations that he sexually assaulted women. Hillary Clinton, meanwhile, spent time fundraising, as a new FAU poll shows her lead with a 6-point lead in the Sunshine State in a 2-way race. Mary Maloney has the latest.
It's so abhorrent.
Textbook definition of sexual assault.
It is cruel.
One by one, Democrats denounce Donald Trump.
It has shaken me to my core in a way that I couldn't have predicted.
In the last week, the Republican candidate for president on the defense. First, a tape from 2005 released where Trump is recorded making vulgar comments about sexually assaulting women.
It's like a magnet. You just I don't even wait.
Then a New York Times report featuring 2 women who say Trump made unwanted sexual advances.
Did he actually kiss you?
Yeah.
On the face, or on the lips?
Wherever he could find a landing spot, yes.
Since then, more women, including a former People magazine reporter, have come forward with similar stories. Stories Trump says aren't true.
These claims are all fabricated. They're pure fiction and they're outright lies. These events never, ever happened.
And he's threatened to sue the New York Times. The topic seems to be affecting voters. According to a new national Fox News poll, Hillary Clinton leads Trump by 7 percentage points. But Trump's rallies continue to draw supporters who say they will stand by their man.
I'd rather have a guy in there who likes women than a cheat and a liar and a thief and who's going to rob the country.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
The Clinton campaign, meanwhile, continuing to deal with hacked emails from WikiLeaks, a hack that the U.S. says Russia is involved with. Some emails from 2014 show the campaign was looking into getting the Illinois presidential primary moved to a later date, believing a delay might theoretically halt momentum for a moderate Republican candidate after the Super Tuesday primaries. The primary was held as scheduled on March 15th. Clinton and Trump won their respective contests. State health officials have identified another Miami neighborhood where mosquitoes have spread the virus to people. 5 people have been infected in a 1 square mile area of a city just north of the Little Haiti neighborhood. A large portion of Miami Beach also remains an active Zika infection zone. The number of cases in Florida now tops 1,000. 155 of those are not travel related. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, the results of a bomb threat investigation at Legoland, Florida that caused an evacuation. And just how much money Samsung is eating from that Galaxy Note 7 disaster.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
I'm Bob Harrigan, ABC7. Join us Sunday, October 16th from 2 to 5 in Southside Village as 15 area fire stations compete for the title of Sarasota's Best Firehouse Chili. Proceeds benefit the Sarasota Firefighters Benevolent Fund.
Well, Bob, you were looking at the effects in Bermuda
Right.
of this next hurricane that came right after Matthew.
It's amazing, too. It's been a very active October,
Yeah.
and hopefully that's it. But
hope
there
so.
are some indications we've been talking about last couple of nights that there may be something developing before October ends. So we'll see what happens. These 2 storms, though, are more than half of the energy of the whole season. And so far, we've had pretty much what they said we're going to have when the experts agreed that 3 major storms. We've had the 3 major storms already now. KC Key webcam showing nice weather out there with that east wind making things calm right near the coast. But offshore, it's been kind of rough going. And beautiful sunset tonight. You can see that last shot right there. And Fred Seeger, who's always sending in some great shots, got this beautiful photo, spectacular. This was at KC Key, right where that camera was located nearby with a little bit of tree in the foreground there. As far as the forecast goes, we are looking at this northeasterly wind flow, which has been really nice. It brings in that lower humidity. I've been saying that all week because I really love it, and I think a lot of people do, especially in the morning. Temperatures are so much nicer out there. A little bit of a breeze, too. It makes it feel kind of cool. Northeast winds, even right now, are pretty brisk, and they'll stay out of the northeast 10 to 15 miles an hour all the way through, it looks like, Friday and into Saturday, although becoming more easterly on Saturday. And when that happens, we have a tendency to get a little bit more moisture buildup, which allows us to see a few more showers. We're not anticipating anything too rough, but we'll see. It looks like a little bit of a return to those afternoon and evening storms. Right now it's clear, 77, still pretty warm, but the humidity at 71%. We have an east-northeast wind at 12. The pressure really jumping up there, 30-10, and that continues to rise. The high today warmed to 90 degrees, pretty close to a record, 93 the record. Our average high at 86 degrees. This morning's low was warm too at 73. Our normal low temperature into the 60s. No rainfall to report, and for the month now, just over 2.5 inches. Statewide temperatures, quite a bit of a range there. We have 67 in Tallahassee, 75 in Orlando, and 82 now in Miami, 81 degrees in Key West, and around town temperatures near the water into the upper 70s there. But look at Lake Placid already down to 69 degrees, 70 in Sebring, and 72 in Northport. Braden, you're at 78 degrees. The Gulf temperature now at 80, and temperatures pretty warm over the southeast, a little bit above average with the exception of Little Rock. It's nice there, 58 degrees. That front, though, has lost a lot of its steam and not going to make its way through. Well, this was at one point a category 4 hurricane, and it was moving right toward Bermuda. Thankfully, if there's anything a bright lining here is the fact that it missed, the eye itself missed Bermuda just to the east, but was close enough to bring hurricane force sustained winds to Bermuda throughout the morning and early afternoon. And remember, the season ends November 30th, so we still have a month and a couple of weeks left before the official end. Top winds now down to 100 miles an hour and still moving off into the open waters of the Atlantic. As I mentioned, we still have a bit of the season to go. There's all the storms. Gaston was a category 3, Matthew 5, obviously, and Nicole, the most it got up to was a category 4. And the remaining names, Otto and Paula, we'll see if that happens. There's still a chance we could see, I would say, at least one storm for sure, and then possibly as many as 2. Right now, nothing to report around town, but we are looking at some long-range models indicating something brewing down south. A few showers possible tomorrow, not much to rain the games out, should be okay. Saturday, notice that wind turns a little bit more easterly, gives us a little bit better chance for a few showers. And then again, it looks like things are looking pretty good as far as moisture is concerned. We're not expecting a lot of rainfall through the weekend. Well, for boaters tomorrow, northeast winds will start off brisk, 15 knots, and then seas right around 2 feet. A moderate chop turns to a light chop. And then the water temperature now at 80, actually it's not there, but it's 80 degrees. UV index will be high at an 8. And the high tide upcoming, 11:33. Low tide will be at 6:18. And the forecast, partly cloudy overnight, low temperatures upper 60s. And the extended forecast is calling for basically a chance for showers over the weekend. Not much, but they'll be there. Scattered showers and storms, mainly in the afternoon. Well, get a look at this video. This was caught off of Anna Maria, about 30 to 40 miles in the blue water. You can see that quite clearly there. Some folks from Orlando in August went and shot this off of Captain Larry McGuire's boat, Show Me the Fish Charters. That is a sailfish, and that little boy right there, 11 years old, caught this sailfish out there. They weren't fishing for that. They were fishing for other species, and all of a sudden it hit a threadfin, and that threadfin gave him a big ride right there. And eventually they brought it in. 11-year-old, first time, I've never caught one, the first time caught a sailfish out there with Captain Larry McGuire. I had a chance to go out today and do a little testing to see how the red tide was. I took my little kayak out with a fishing rod, and that's Robinson Preserve. They got a nice little launch area there. It's free, good parking, and then you paddle out. It takes about 10 minutes to get out into the Manatee River. It was a bit brisk out there. You see all kinds of birds, and it was fun. The water looked a little bit reddish. There wasn't much of a hint, though, of any kind of red tide out there. I didn't catch anything. I caught one bait fish. That was it. And I said, I'm going to go back in. I didn't have a lot of time, just about an hour. That was it. But it was a lot of fun. Well, here is that sailfish that the young man caught. Brody Richardson catching that. They released it. Captain Larry McGuire, his boat, Show Me the Charter, or I should Show Me the Fish Charters. And then Steve's always catching stuff out there. He just caught this redfish. He said the red tide is patchy out on Longboat Key, but he just caught that 2 days ago. He's with the Beach Fishing Adventures, and here's another one, Breakwater Charters. He said it was a bit rough out there, Captain Brian Marcy, but they did get some gag groupers near shore. They weren't too far offshore, so pretty good catches, all of them right there. Sailfish
really
being the
good
big one.
lineup
Absolutely.
that they're getting out there.
Yeah.
All right. And also a good trip, although you didn't catch anything, but at least the weather looked really nice.
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
kayak.
nice. It's nice to get out there, kind of, see all these different kinds of birds out there, too. It was a lot of fun checking them out.
That's very cool. All right. Thank you, Bob. The all clear is given at Legoland, Florida after today's bomb threat and evacuation. Winter Haven police say officers found no explosives during their search of the park and its resort hotel. The threat was reported around noon, and all the guests were safely evacuated in less than an hour. The park is set to reopen tomorrow. Samsung says it's anticipating a major financial loss after stopping production of the Galaxy Note 7 smartphone. How much of a loss? $3 billion in operating profit between now and March. The problems with the phone began in September when Samsung recalled 2.5 million due to overheating batteries that could cause the device to catch fire. Then the replacement phones that Samsung issued also caught fire. Bradenton residents have another opportunity to chat and discuss issues in the community with local police officers. Fresh off of last week's National Coffee with a Cop Day, Bradenton police are holding another event in conjunction with McDonald's. Coffee with a Cop runs from 10 to noon tomorrow at the McDonald's on Cortez Road West. Mayor Wayne Poston, as well as BPD command staff and officers, will be there to take your questions and just chat about community policing. Lightning hockey is back. Highlights are next in sports, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Look at this. Or don't, I'm not your mother. Did you feel that? What's happening? Stupid TV, be funnier. Hey, stop that.
ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store of choice. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
The official salon of ABC7. Loose Salon.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740. The celebration is heating up, and the prices just keep getting better during the Jeep Celebration event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or check out this stylish new Jeep Renegade starting at just $16,999. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Now, sports.
Expectations may be the highest they've ever been for the Lightning, not just in the Bay Area, but nationwide. They open the season tonight at home against the Detroit Red Wings, a rematch of the last two postseasons. Had the makings of a good one, and it did not disappoint. The Bolts faced an early deficit thanks to Thomas Vanek scoring 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. But if we know anything about this Lightning team, it's that they do not quit. Jonathan Drouin cuts the deficit to 1 with a power play goal midway through the second. And from there, the Lightning offense was on a roll. Tyler Johnson tips Steven Stamkos' shot into the net. It's another power play goal, and the Lightning take a 4-3 lead. They start the season on a high note, winning 6-4. The Dodgers and Nationals are currently facing off in Game 5 of the NLDS. The winner advances to play the Cubs in the next round of the playoffs. Right now, they are in the 7th inning. The Dodgers have a 4-3 lead. Very close game there. The UF LSU game that was postponed due to Hurricane Matthew has been rescheduled for November 19th, but it won't be at the Swamp. The teams will instead play in Baton Rouge at Tiger Stadium. In return, LSU has agreed to forego hosting the Gators for next season's matchup and will instead come to Gainesville. UF Athletic Director Jeremy Foley did not hold back in his criticism of the arrangement, saying this season that LSU was, quote, unwilling to consider other reasonable options. The federal government is looking for Brent Grimes and his wife Miko to pay up. According to the Miami Herald, the IRS has filed a tax lien of nearly $200,000 against the Bucs defensive back. The notice was filed on the couple's home in Davie. Grimes played for the Miami Dolphins from 2013 to 2015 before signing with the Bucs. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's lotto numbers straight ahead.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Suncoast Bachelor is on the auction block for charity. The group American Cocktail Society, which raises money for the American Cancer Society, hosted a Date for Goodness Sake Bachelor auction at McCurdy's Comedy Theater. Each of the bachelors represented a different nonprofit, and 100% of the proceeds. Steve. This is Steve, but don't you recognize him? It's his alter ego, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve, yeah. That was really Don Brennan, but for some reason they accidentally called him Steve. So everyone, that was Adam Cellini. So all the proceeds from the date package, there's Dwayne, that goes back to all the charities. Okay, so ABC7's Adam Cellini, as we just saw there, he was Honor Animal Rescue. Dawn was for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, and Dwayne Lindo was for Dante's Den, which was started by Marsha Panucci. She's the host of Animal Outtakes, which airs here on ABC7. And I was there. Our guys killed it on the catwalk. They were hilarious. They raised thousands of dollars, and we're really proud of
Steve
them.
looking good, too.
Steve, he was awesome. I don't know who that Steve guy was, but he was pretty good. Thanks to everyone who attended. Have a good night.